Hi guys, Rob here. Today I have a remake of my top 50 anime heroes and heroines list. There are a few reasons for this, one being that 50 is just too many, and I'd like to elaborate on my choices as well this time. I will, like always, attempt to keep this as spoiler-free as possible because I hate spoilers. On to the honorable mentions. While I do have enough to make this list probably 2 more times, I think I'll just stick with the ones that didn't quite make it. Guts from Berserk, who originally I did have on the list, but while Guts is a total badass, is somebody who kills people for a living really a hero? Simon from Gurren Lagann, who in a sense is really just Kamina 2.0, and I don't think this list is big enough for 2 Kaminas. Oh, I think that was a spoiler. Whoops. Lena Inverse from Slayers. While she does get rid of bandits for a living, she's usually only in it for the reward. However, she has on more than one occasion put herself in great danger to save innocent people and the world. And lastly, Kenshin Himura from Rurouni Kenshin. I don't really have any reasons not to put him on the list, but it's been like 10 years since I've seen Rurouni Kenshin, so I really don't think I could explain him properly. Sorry. I'm starting off the list with someone you probably haven't heard of, and that's Maricruz from Tokyo Magnitude 8.0. Mari isn't like anyone else on the list, well, because she's just a normal person. After the earthquake happened, she found a girl named Mirai and her little brother Yuki. They were in the city all by themselves, and Mari promised that she would help them find their parents, even though she was worried about her mother and her own little girl. But that's what she did. She protected them, she made sure they got fed, and she kept her promise. At one point in the series, Mirai asked her, "Why are you helping us?" And she replied, "Because it was the human thing to do." Just goes to show you, you don't have to have superpowers or be some badass with a big sword to do something heroic. At number 9, Vash from Trigun. Vash the Stampede, the humanoid typhoon, a man worth $60 billion who causes destruction wherever he goes. What, you may be asking yourselves, is someone with that description doing on a list of heroes? Well, it's complicated. The only reason Vash is a danger to anyone is because of his bounty, as countless numbers of ruffians and ne'er-do-wells and bounty hunters want that bounty. After that, whatever town Vash happens to be in becomes a battlefield, and lots of collateral damage ensues. Thus his bounty. But the truth is, you couldn't meet a kinder soul, and much of the time, he spends helping the people who get caught in the crossfire. He's an expert marksman, and never shoots to kill. It's almost got him killed a few times, but it doesn't matter who you are, or what you've done, because Vash believes that all life is precious. At number 8 is Saber from the Fate franchise. In the Holy Grail War, 7 mages known as Masters summoned great heroes of the past known as heroic spirits to fight alongside them. Saber became a heroic spirit because whatever team wins the Holy Grail War gets one wish of their choosing. While she was alive, she chose to be the unbending pillar that supported her kingdom, and took everything on her own shoulders, and to deal with it, she became very robotic, you could say. This caused her to become very unaware of the feelings of her subjects, and it caused some of them great suffering. She simply wants to use her wish to go back in time and fix the mistakes that she's made, even if it means that she herself must suffer. More than once, however, someone's told her that that's a stupid reason. But nevertheless, she is determined to win. Tell me, who is larger than life, defies logic, makes the impossible possible, and has a pair of badass sunglasses? Just who the hell do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about Kamina from Gurren Lagann. Kamina is the embodiment of cheesy heroic bullshit. I'll have you know, I am a sucker for cheesy heroic bullshit. Did I mention that he has badass sunglasses? That's really Kamina in a nutshell. That, and I really can't get more into Kamina without going into spoiler territory. At number 6, Lelouch v Britannia from Code Geass. Now, I know that for those of you who have watched my other videos, you may be thinking, Rob, how can you put Lelouch in the top 10 of your favorite villains list, and then turn around and put him in the top 10 of your favorite heroes list? What the hell, man? Well, Lelouch is a bit of a special case. Lelouch founded the Black Knights to fight Britannia so he could create a better world for his sister Nonali. But that doesn't excuse him. Lelouch has done a lot of bad things. Do the ends justify the means? Well, who knows? But as the saying goes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I just really don't think I can explain it properly without going into major spoiler territory. So I'll just say this. What Lelouch did at the end of Season 2 is pretty much the single reason he is on the list. At number 5 is Edward Elric from Fullmetal Alchemist. After the death of his mother, Ed and his brother Al attempted to bring their mother back to life using the power of alchemy, though it didn't go as planned, as Ed lost an arm and a leg, and Al is only a soul bound to a suit of armor. And now all they want is to find a way to get their normal bodies back. In order to do that, they must seek out the legendary Philosopher's Stone. I'd like to remind everyone that Ed is only 15 when Fullmetal Alchemist starts. His mother died, his dad ran off, he lost 2 limbs, his brother's just an empty suit of armor, and now he has to join the military so he has the resources to look for the Philosopher's Stone. That's a lot for anyone to go through, let alone a 15-year-old. It would have been so easy for him to have given up. But he didn't. Ed never takes the easy way out. He perseveres and always finds some way to get the job done. You see Ed's determination, and how Ed truly cares about Al and Winry, and all the people he helps on his travels. You begin to see why he is one of the most beloved anime characters of all time, and why I put him on the list. At number 4 we have Balsa from Saber no Moribito. Balsa is a spear-wielding warrior who makes her living as a bodyguard. She does this because when she was young, someone saved her life. So, she lives her life protecting the lives of others in exchange for the one that was lost protecting hers. The boy she protects during this series is named Chagum, by the way. Anyway, one of the things that makes Balsa such a cool hero, well, besides the fact that she fought 4 highly trained assassins at the same time, beat them without killing them, and then only got wounded because their weapon broke, afterwards, one of the assassins gets ready to kill Chagum. So what does Balsa, gravely wounded and weaponless, do? She does this. So, yeah, she's kind of a badass. While Balsa is a very capable warrior and isn't afraid of a fight by any means, she would much rather prefer to not fight at all if she doesn't have to. In the beginning, she comes off as a little cold and very stern. This is nicely contrasted later on when you find out that she's actually very kind and genuinely cares for the people who she protects. Whether it's something simple like Balsa giving Chagum a piggyback ride when he got tired, or Balsa becoming very emotional when she found Chagum after he ran away. She's a pretty awesome lady, and that's enough to warrant her spot at number 4. The final heroine on the list, at number 3, is Nazca from Nazca of the Valley of the Wind. Nazca is a princess of a small country called the Valley of the Wind, a peaceful country far away from the dangerous toxic jungle and the giant insects that live there. She spends much of her time exploring the toxic jungle and trying to find a way that the humans and the giant insects that live there may live in peace. However, the hubris of man gets in her way when the kingdom of Talmiki attacks her village and gets her involved in a war she wants no part of. I've always found Nazca to be a very charming character. She's kind and brave, strong-willed, and is willing to risk her life to save anyone regardless of who they are or what they may have done. She is also a pacifist, though that doesn't mean she's above threatening someone with a machine gun. She just has this ability to take hatred and violence and deflect it with kindness and empathy. Just like this.
Nothing to fear. See? Nothing to fear. Right? You were just a little scared, weren't you?
At number 2 is Ashitaka from Princess Mononoke. P.S. I had an awful time picking between him and Nazca. Anyway, Ashitaka is the prince of a small village in the mountains. One day, a monster attacks. However, Ashitaka manages to slay it before it causes too much damage. But before he did, it cursed him. Because of this, he is banished from his village and now must find some way to lift the curse before it kills him. Ashitaka reminds me of Nazca in many ways. That could be because they're both from a Miyazaki film, but whatever. He's brave, he's selfless, and as well as a pacifist. Though, unlike Nazca, Ashitaka's a badass. And though he may be a pacifist, if Ashitaka tells you he don't want no trouble, it means neither do you. Not unless you're a fan of having an arrow in your head. Now, at number 1, Kotetsu Kaburagi from Tiger and Bunny. Kotetsu is special because he is the only one on the list who's a superhero. Is that why he's number 1? Hell no. Kotetsu is an old school hero who goes by the name of Wild Tiger. and believes that being a hero isn't about the fame and the glory like Hero TV makes it out to be, where you get points for whoever makes the best entrance, who catches the most criminals, and saves the most people, whatever. But that's not what being a hero is about. Being a hero is about one thing: helping people who are in need. Whether you've seen Tiger and Bunny or not, this may not be a big deal to some of you. It was episode 2, I believe. Kotetsu got his powers when he was a kid, and didn't like them, until someone came along and told him, you can do good things with those powers. And in that episode, Kotetsu meets a kid with powers. He's causing trouble, and he has to stop him. His partner Bunny just wants to jump in and make the arrest. Boom. Simple. Done. But Kotetsu wants to talk to him, find out why he's doing this, convince him to stop it, and to turn himself in. And he is able to connect with the kid because of what happened to him when he was young. After that, part of the building starts to collapse and it's going to fall over. Kotetsu could stop it all by himself, but he decides to tell the boy that he can't do it alone and that he needs his help. They stop the building and Kotetsu tells him, you can do good things with those powers. Boom! Gets the job done, saves the day, and teaches the kid a valuable lesson. I can't tell you how awesome I think that is. But what the hell do I know? Maybe that seems silly to some of you. Maybe someone like Goku, who's kicking some ass and saving the world, or somebody like Guts, who's just a complete badass, makes a good hero. And you know what? I can't tell you you're wrong. Kotetsu is hardly a badass. In fact, he's just Kaide's goofy dad when he's not suited up, and he's never saved the world before. But that doesn't matter to me, because Kotetsu embodies everything I think a good hero should be. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm pretty sure that I've made somebody rage so far, so be sure to leave a comment, and if you liked it, subscribe. I'm RobTheAnimeGuy, and I'll see you next time.